Good morning everyone. Now today we are continuing with chapter number 2, that is the inverse trigonometric function that you know. In the previous class we have seen the three definitions of the inverse trigonometry, that is the sine inverse, cos inverse and tan inverse. If you are not watched that video, then please see that video again, so your basic concept will be clear from that. So then we can proceed with the next definition. Now we have discussed about the three functions, that is sine inverse, cos inverse and tan inverse. So today we are going to discuss with the next function, next three, that is the sec inverse, cosec inverse and cot inverse. So students, you know that sec function is defined from all r minus all the values of x, where x is equals to 2n plus 1 pi by 2, n belongs to z, 2 r minus minus 1 and 1, open interval minus 1 1. So you know that sec function is, what is the sec function? That is the sec theta, that is equals to 1 upon cos theta. So that means sec is defined for every value of theta, that is every real number. But whenever cos theta is 0, then sec theta is not defined. Now in this case, we have to take r minus. Why we are taking 2n plus 1 pi by 2? Because at the odd multiple of pi by 2, cos will take the value 0. Like cos 90, 0. Then cos 3 pi by 2, 0. So all this value taking as a 0. That's why its domain we can define from r minus all those x, where x is equals to 2n plus 1 pi by 2, where n belongs to z. 2, its value now, its range, what the value can be there. So its value 1 upon cos, and as you know that cos value is a minus 1, or closed interval minus 1 to 1. So when cos will be minus 1, then sec will be minus 1. So minus 1 will be the value of the sec. Similarly, 1 is also the value of the sec. But it is 1 upon cos. So whenever your value of cos belongs to in between minus 1 and 1, then sec will take the value of the any other number, okay, which are not from this interval, and therefore the range of the sec function is r minus open interval minus 1 to 1. So this is the sec function. Now as we have discussed in the last video, that is when we want to define the inverse function, first our function must be 1 1 and onto. And we have seen in the last class that all the trigonometric functions are onto but not 1 1. For making them 1 1, we have to restrict its domain. So here we are restricted the domain of the sec function, where it is 0 to pi. You can see the graph of the functions we have discussed in the last video. So there are 0 to pi minus pi by 2, where we can restrict. तो sec का हम कैसे restrict करेंगे? जैसे cos को ये restrict करें, similar one. Okay, cos was restricting from 0 to pi, then pi to 2 pi, 2 pi to 3 pi, so on. So here sec is also restricted from the interval r to 0 to pi. But in 0 to pi, one value is there where sec is not defined. That is pi by 2. So we have to take sec function as 0 to pi minus pi by 2 to r minus open interval minus 1 to 1. And now our sec function is 1 1. As it is 1 1 and onto, therefore its inverse can be defined, and its inverse is sec inverse closed interval 0 to pi minus pi by 2 to, sorry, it is wrong, sec inverse the function. Now inverse we are defining, so inverse will take the reverse value. So sec inverse is defined from r minus minus 1 to 1 to the interval 0 to pi minus pi by 2. Now students, you know that which are the domain, codomain, domain and range and principal value branch. First, you have seen this one. So this is the definition of the sec inverse. here we have restricted this domain to 0 to pi minus pi by 2. Okay, we can take another interval also like minus pi to 0. If we consider minus pi to 0, then you can find out which value gives us at which angle your set function is not defined. Yeah, it is at minus pi by 2. So other restricted domain are minus pi to 0, minus pi by 2. Okay, again another restricted domain is this one, 0 to pi minus pi by 2. There are so many restricted domain we can take. ऐसे बहुत सारे इंटरवल हैं जिसके हम सेट को रिडिफाइन कर सकते हैं, उसको रिस्ट्रिक्ट कर सकते हैं. लाइक माइनस पाई टू 0, जैसे कॉस में किया था माइनस पाई टू 0, 0 टू पाई, पाई टू 2 पाई. इफ यू आर टेकिंग पाई टू 2 पाई, then which value we have to minus? That is 3 pi by 2. Just minus the value angle which are where the set function is not defined. So these are the other restricted domain. Okay, other intervals which we can restrict our domain. Okay, these are the etc. There are so many others in the world. You can find out till 2 pi to 3 pi minus pi by 2. Here minus 2 pi to minus pi minus 3 pi by 2. Then minus 3 pi to minus 2 pi minus pi by 2. Like this you can define so many intervals. So these are the restricted or other domains of this function, set function. Okay, these are the other domain of the set function and other range of the set inverse function. So now next is, we have seen two things. First, which one is the domain of the set function? Okay, which one? R minus 1 1. This is a range of the set inverse function, that is 0 to pi minus pi by 2. But here you can see there are so many intervals where our set function is restricted, and hence we can see there are so many range you can find out. So what is the principal value branch? So now next is the principal value branch. That means the branch we can consider for all the questions where range is not defined. So principal value branch. So principal value branch is this one, 0 to pi, where we have restricted our domain in a interval of 0 to pi. That is 0 to pi minus pi by 2. So this is your principal value branch. So students, you understood it. This is your sec inverse function. Now after sec inverse, we will take the another function, that is cosec inverse function. So now let us see what is the cosec inverse function. Now cosec function is defined similar way, but here all those x where x is equal to n plus 1 pi by 2. This is the zeros of cos function. Here we have to write down the zeros of sine function. Now we know that zeros of sine functions are n pi. So x is equals to n pi, where n belongs to z, and the value is equals to r minus open interval minus 1 to 1. So here, if we want to restrict the domain, then here you have to restrict it at the closed interval minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2, where we have to restrict as per the sine function. आप एक बार साइन इनवर्स फंक्शन को रिफर कर लीजिए तो आपको कॉसेक इनवर्स इजीली समझ में आ जाएगा. तो व्हाट इज द कॉसेक इनवर्स? द रेंज ऑफ द डोमेन ऑफ द साइन इनवर्स, दैट इज द minus pi by 2 plus pi by 2. But here one value is there where this function not defined, that is 0 to this one. Now as this function is 1 1 and 1 2, so we can define its inverse, that is cosec inverse. Now cosec inverse from r minus minus 1 1 to this. So ये आपका फंक्शन क्या हो जाएगा? r minus minus 1 1 to minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2 closed interval minus pi by 2 plus pi by 2 minus Okay, there are so many other restricted intervals as we have seen in the sine function, as we have seen in the cosec function. So other restricted domains are what we can say. First, this is a pi by 2 minus pi by 2 plus pi by 2. If you go further, then it is minus 3 pi by 2 to minus pi by 2. In the between interval minus 3 pi by 2 and minus pi by 2, there are one value there, that is minus pi, where sign is 0. Then minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. In this interval, there is one angle where sign is 0. That means cosec is not defined. Minus pi by plus pi by 2 minus 0. Then pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2 minus pi. So these all are, there are infinitely many, I can say. Here also there are so many intervals where we can restrict our cosec. But your principal value branch is the branch we have defined in the function first. That is minus pi by 2. Okay, principal value branch is the range minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2, closed interval, minus single term 0. So this is the principal value branch of the cosec inverse function. I hope now you have understood this function too. This is a cosec inverse function. So now let us talk with the next function, that is the tan inverse function. If you have any doubt in this function, then you can clear it with a comment. You can give me comment with the video, so we can clear your doubt there. Here, cosec inverse function. So in the cosec inverse, remember this is the reciprocal of the sine. Therefore, whenever the sine is not defined, that point we have to minus. So therefore, from R we will minus out all these x, where x is equals to n pi, and it will give you all the real number except the interval, open interval minus 1 to 1. So this is your cosec inverse. Now it is not 1 1 and on. This is not 1 1. So we have to restrict its domain to minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2 minus 0. You can restrict it to the another domain too. But for the uniformity of the things, we have to take this minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2, and then we can define cosec inverse and then those things. So with this, the cosec inverse function is over. Let me see the next function, that is tan inverse function. Not tan inverse, student, it is a cot inverse. So cot inverse function. Cot is a function from R minus all those x, where x is equals to n pi and n belongs to z to R. As we know that cot is a function from cot theta is equals to cos theta upon sin theta. So whenever we are defining our cot function, the cot will take the value from all the real number, only the zeros of the sin function will be minus. That is r minus x, where x is equals to n pi. मतलब कि जहाँ पे भी sin थीटा 0 हो रहा है, वो वैल्यू पे हमारा फंक्शन जो है कॉट डिफाइन नहीं है. In that case, this will be your domain. तो ये इसी तरह से हमारा ये डोमेन बन रहा है r minus all those x, where x is equals to n pi and n belongs to z. To R. As we know, cot is taking all the values from R. So this is minus value of R. So now, next thing what we have to do, as you know now, this function is not 1 1. So we have to restrict its domain. So now let me restrict its domain as a cot function. So you know that all the values where sine is not defined, as cot is a function from cos to sine. So we will take the interval of cos function. So interval of cos function are 0 to pi. But at 0 and pi, the cos function is not defined. Therefore, we are taking an open interval. With this interval, we will continue the further. Now, here we have open interval 0 to pi. This we have defined here, open interval 0 to pi. 2r. Then this function is 1 and on 2. So let me define its inverse. So cot inverse, now you know it is defined from the reverse, that is r minus 0 to pi. Open interval 0 to pi. Remember students, this is an open interval 0 to pi. Now next is another interval. So which are the interval where this is defined? So now it is very easy. Where you have defined the cos function, all the open interval that we consider. जैसे कि cos के लिए हमारे पास other restricted interval. So other interval or we can say other domain of cot. Okay, are which we can consider 0 to pi. Then another is minus pi to 0, 0 to pi, pi to 2 pi. But all are open interval. Cos के लिए क्या है हमारे पास closed interval. So 0 to pi, pi to 2 pi, 2 pi to 3 pi, so on, etc. Similarly this side. So these are the other intervals. But from this, which one is the principal value branch? So principal value branch is 0 to pi. So this is our definition of the cot inverse function. In this, you can clear it with the domain, range, and the things we are having. So this is your cot inverse function, students. Now I think so that you have a clear idea about the inverse trigonometric function. So with the last video, we have seen 3 definitions: sine inverse, cos inverse, tan inverse. Today we have seen this definition: sec inverse, cosec inverse, and cot inverse. Remember students, the domain, range, and the principal value branch of the function. So with this we have stopped today. In the next class we will take the exercise 2.1 of this chapter. Till that, please refer this video again so your idea of the inverse trigonometric function will be clear. Okay students, till that, study well, take care of yourself. Thank you and have a nice day.